subscribers and future subscribers. We initially made this review for the Xbox 360 version of Tomb Raider, but since it's mostly just a graphical overhaul, we think the review still stands. Tomb Raider was originally released in March of 2013 by Crystal Dynamics. It was envisioned as a reboot of the series, and reboot it did. Gone are the days of hyper-sexualized Lara Croft. In this series, you start as a very human archaeologist on her way to study the island of Yamatai. Once you make it onto the island, the traditional puzzles of the Tomb Raider series make their way in. Tomb Raider is easily classified as a third-person shooter, and while Lara's first time killing is a dramatic part of the story, by the middle of the game you're mowing down so many enemies you'll start wondering when your kill streak perk will kick in. And there is a multiplayer to this game, although it lacks any innovation and gives me no reason to spend my time on it. The puzzles are fun, most of them including an aha moment when you realize the solution. Most are dependent upon different equipment to complete, and this is how you continue to head to your destination, adding to your arsenal along the way. And you'll form an arsenal. You can scavenge the island for parts you can use to upgrade your gear and weapons. You'll also level up, giving you the ability to collect more scavenge, or to help you during combat. The game actually tells a story this time around, focusing on Lara's relationship with the others on her expedition, and it takes a while for the more supernatural and less realistic elements of the story to appear. The story does a nice job serving as Lara's very first expedition. We get to see the character grow throughout the game, and there are numerous nods to the game's illustrious history peppered throughout. The game's pacing works well, and in each of the lulls in action you're wondering what the next hyper-exciting thing will be. From climbing giant rusty towers to running along wreckage, this game will keep you on your toes. This game does have some issues though. After a while, the structure of puzzle platforming section, followed by combat, followed by puzzle platforming, followed by combat, gets old and leaves me wanting a little bit more variation from the game. Tomb Raider makes a very big deal about Lara's first kill, but at the end of the game it throws wave after wave of generic bad guy at you that the whole idea seems laughable. If it were that hard for her to kill a few days ago, how would she be able to do this now? Why would she now have a better loadout than most military members? By the end of the game, she's carrying a pistol, a shotgun, a rifle, a bow and arrow, explosive arrows, and many modifications on her weapons themselves. And the whole time the game feels like you're taking 2 steps forward to take 1 step back. I know it makes for a longer story and a longer game, but every once in a while I want something I do to actually work out for me. It'll help me feel like I made progress in the game, and make it feel less of a slog to the end. All in all, Tomb Raider has a pretty good story, good puzzles, and great little moments peppered throughout the game. It suffers from repetitious gameplay, some laughable discrepancies with itself, and combat that sometimes feels more like a chore than fun. We think you should download it. We're not saying you have to install this game and start playing it right away, but maybe next time you're lamenting about having nothing left to play, give this game a shot.
Tomb Raider!